Grown-Ups 2 in theaters nationwide, July 12th. Scene-stealing role, yours truly. Adam Sandler, one of the stars of the movie, joining us from South Africa, where he's shooting another movie with Drew Barrymore, Blended. Sandman joining us now. You able to watch sports down there and your Bruins when they lost in the Stanley Cup?
They did. You know, ultimately, though, I hate breaking hearts that I am a Rangers fan, but yes, I was pulling for the Bruins, and they did lose. But here's what happened. I'm in South Africa. The Spurs and the Heat, I would watch those games at 3 in the morning here. I'd set my alarm. I'd wake up. I'd watch the games. Then I'd go to work a total wreck. And like Frank Karachi's directing, and he'd be like, Taylor, you have to stop. You look awful. The bags on your eyes. I was just like, look, I got to get see there. I got to see that. It's the finals. And he's like, you just hear about it on the radio the next day. You're rooting off picture. So yeah, I wake up in the morning. I check the Yankees to see if they won or lost, and then lately I've been getting stabbed in the heart. But
has A-Rod ever asked to be in a movie?
I don't think he did. No, just the Jeep. The Jeep has they didn't ask. I asked them, and Clemens was there, and but no, not A-Rod.
Wait, so
what?
you asked Jeter to be in a movie?
In anger management, he came in and did me a favor. You know, he knows I'm psychotic with the Yankees, and he was nice. He went and he said that goose problem to Roger Clemens. He tried to calm down Roger Clemens with his anger problem.
Would you have LeBron in a movie?
Yes. Gotta say, LeBron is pretty damn funny.
Not as funny. Not as funny as Shaq.
Well, Shaq is probably the funniest. I mean, comedian or athlete or whatever the hell he is. He really can take over the room better than anybody, right? He's the funniest. He's cool. He kind of reminds me of the way Farley was. When they step in the room, you just step back and go, all right, this guy owns the room. Let's enjoy the show. Really?
Shaq reminds you of Chris Farley?
Well, just for being like a beautiful, big personality that grandma loves, a little kid loves, everybody in the room is just mesmerized by him, you know?
What about putting Kobe in a movie?
Yeah, we talked about it. I know you talked about Kobe, right?
Yeah. Well, you said you wanted in.
You and Kobe talked on the air. Yes. I think Kobe's it's an Achilles, right?
Yeah.
I heard him at the end of the year. I think the Achilles is in the way of the movie career right now. We're just going to have to time it right with Kobe.
Well, I'm looking in the script with the new movie Blended that you're shooting in South Africa, and there's a reference to Kobe in my script of playing.
There was a reference of Shaq and Kobe doing a scene together, but Kobe's at this point in Kobe's life, with a bad Achilles and things on his mind with the Lakers, I think he's going to say, we're going to move on to the next one.
If you could sum up my role in Grown-Ups 2, how would you do that?
Oil. If there was one word, oil.
Oil?
If I had more sentences, I would say real, strong, pride, hairless.
What did you think of me? I mean, I left it all out there, right?
Yes, you did, and you did, and you came at it pretty hard. You did. You came at it hard in the scene one, in as the gym teacher in the middle of on the last day of school for high school. You came at Bumpy, the character Bumpy, real hard, man, throwing balls and stuff.
Yep.
And then at the party, there was no denying you can fight. There's no denying that Danny P has been drunk in his life and has used a beer bottle as a weapon.
But why were you obsessed with me looking like Larry Bird?
Because to me, you're as an announcer, it's very bird-like, you know? That you're dependable. If you need the big shot, you go to you. You love McChickens. What else was there?
Tell me I'm better looking than Larry Bird, though.
I can't say that. I met Larry Bird in person. I thought he was very handsome, and he's a tall gentleman. And I don't want to say that. I think you're both equally nice.
All right. Well, you did want me to wear like real short shorts that they used to wear, like John Stockton shorts, right?
Yes. They always, their size were a little tighter back then than ours. I said ours to be nice to you. But yeah, I liked you in the short shorts. I thought comedy-wise it felt right, and I liked you in short shorts, period.
Yeah, but I thought that this was like for your reel, like you would have this where you're watching privately. So I'm wearing these short shorts, and I'm leaving nothing to the imagination. So I thought this was you sort of like a creepy Sandler when you're watching this. And no, you said, Danny, no prosthetics. You cannot have a prosthetic. And I said, okay, I won't.
You didn't need it, buddy. You didn't need it. And that was nice because it was cute. The wardrobe lady, when she walked out of the room and just was like, my God, what was that? Remember that?
Yeah.
And you came and you were screaming, I am a married man, over and over at her. And she's like, I need that.
Yeah.
It was fun.
By the way, I have a scene in the new movie that you're shooting with Chelsea Handler, I believe, right?
I gotta say, yet another move. I'm not sure who the girl's going to be. I'm not sure. Chelsea Handler right now, there's a possibility she's not able to be there.
Wow.
It might be a scheduling conflict. I don't know who it is. She's going to be hot. She's going to be pretty, and she's probably going to be likable.
Okay, because that's
so all the things you like. Don't worry.
All right. I got Spade on.
You are in the new one, Danny. The new one. May I say? You don't need to do an accent. You can just be yourself, but just know your background is you are a Greek individual. Your last name is Theodopoulos.
I thought there was an accent, Sandler.
I don't know if your mother. What'd you say?
No, I read it and I said he wants me to have an accent here.
No, well, look. I don't force that on you. I do want the mustache, no doubt about it. But if you want to give me a little bit of an accent, I can handle it. If you want to go full tilt, I'd be happy with it. If you just want to go Danny P, I'm good. I don't want to put pressure on your life, buddy. I just like you coming, having a good time, and having to cut around you.
All right. We had Spade on yesterday.
No way. That's good. You love Spade.
I do love Spade. I think he's very funny. And you know what? It's high praise for him. When you guys get together, he's the guy that makes me laugh the most.
I know. He makes me laugh about fifth, but I get it. I get that you like him the most. And he's a 10 of a man. You know what's so funny? Somebody was complaining that David wasn't doing enough press from Sony. So like David said no to this, David said no to that, and I said you got to understand this isn't David playing the star and being like a big shot. David has been crazy his whole life. He doesn't like talking to people. He's a shy kid. He has his back problems. He has neck problems. He has a lot of real life going on. So just you know it, but just tell all the others to go easy on him.
Well, he seems to rebound with pretty women. So all this tough hardships he's going through, he somehow finds himself in the arms of a good-looking girl. So,
do you know? Is it funny if David told me that he has not ever had intercourse with a woman? That every one of these girls, they lay on their back and they hold their arms out, and he kind of like lays on them sideways, and he kind of like does like a mommy thing all night long, and they rock him to sleep.
So he spoons. He's Spade spoons. Wow.
And they say this a lot. It's okay. It's okay. And David says, promise me. It's fine.
I look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks in New York, and have fun there in South Africa.
Hey, Danny, I love you. And what about the nice time we're going to have in New York? You're bringing the whole family, right?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna bring the whole group. So it should be fun.
The whole mishpucha, as you would say.
Yes, yeah, but none of the Danettes, but just my family.
Why can't the Danettes come?
They're on vacation, and which I thought was great. You know, we timed this premiere great. You know, we waited till they were going on to their vacation, and then we said the premiere is going to be July 10th in New York.
That was smart. I'm glad we did that, man. Those guys deserve it. They deserve nothing but bad taste. Now, say love you to the Dana, and Dana, can't wait to shoot in Georgia with you, bud. We're going to have fun.
I will see you in a couple of weeks.
See you soon. Say hi to the family. Goodbye, guys.
Thanks, bud.
Love you, Danny. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Adam Sandler. Sandman joining us from South Africa. David Spade, Spoons. All those beautiful women. Shh.